Hi, my name is Keith. Um, this is my channel. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be posting on it. Hello. Today I love the, forgive that. I'm gonna be reading your tarot cards. It's like 5 in the morning, so like obviously everyone else is gonna be asleep. So I'm gonna be reading your tarot cards, which is something I've done a few times. This is the deck I'm gonna be using. I have other ones, but this is the prettiest, and so like I want to use this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is light some incense. This is my like blue match. We'll light some matches before we light the incense. Usually I take my ASMR videos as like a joke, but this one I'll probably actually like try to do, because that's how bored I am in quarantine. Far away, and then close, and far away, and then close. You're not supposed to blow stuff out because it's like disrespectful, the element of fire, and part of a lit match just went somewhere on my bed. Which I too lazy right now to go figure out if my bed is on fire. But I feel like I would know if it was, and it's not. Wow, that's never happened before. I got something like in my eye when I lit the match. That's kind of gross. The element of fire probably just hates me, even though it's one of my better elements. There's an incense. This is a statue of a soldier. It's like a Chinese statue. It's made out of terracotta, but its head fell off, so now I put incense in it, and I think that it looks so pretty. So I'm gonna leave that over there. There's the smoke coming everywhere around my room, and this incense is centered around invocation, because for tarot readings, you want to, which we're gonna do right now, is respectfully request the presence and oversight of the divine prophet Apollo. I don't know any other divinities that are like famous for being like patrons of oracles and such, other than Apollo. So I asked for Apollo's insight when I do these types of things. I use clear quartz because it's like full of energy. Because I use this as a battery. We don't need this. We use clear quartz, amethyst. This is my crescent moon necklace for Diana. It has an amethyst in it. Labradorite, which has cracked, which is really not a good sign. Snowflake obsidian. I have selenite all over all of these, so I have to take it off before I get them out. We'll use an African ruby for good luck. A piece of lapis lazuli for some insight. And sodalite for communication. If I was doing an oracle reading, I would do a angel aura quartz, because my oracle deck has to do with angels, and they call them keepers of the light. It's a deck that Karuna Satori used, so I bought it. A lot of my like practice stuff when I do this type of stuff, I got from a few Karuna's videos, like a couple years ago, but that's only for tarot and oracle readings, because she hasn't done anything else. So our red crystals, I'm going to set those next to the incense, right over here. put this one back in the bag. My bag it's just a plastic bag because I don't want to look super extra carrying everything around. But I keep this block of selenite in it so that everything that stays in my bag of crystals gets its energy cleansed and like set neutral. So here's my Jane Austen Tarot deck, which also serves as a playing card deck, which I think is super cool. We're gonna do a I meant to write down what the spread means. I wanted to do a gypsy spread. We'll do a pyramid spread because those I for the most part know. I can get the general sense of things from pyramid spread, or from the fan. We can do the fan. The fan, I just don't know the exact layout of, because it's like 16 cards, I want to say, and so I don't remember, like, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's like that. We'll do a past, present, future. You're gonna get double the tarot, okay? We're gonna do a past, present, future. Because this is what Apollo wants. He's making me not be able to remember anything except for past, present, future, and a pyramid. So we're gonna do past, present, future, and then a pyramid to get deeper insight onto the present in the pyramid. Now this reading, you clicked on this video for a reason. I'm trying to think what else Brenda Story says. She's like, this is for you because you clicked on this video for a reason. This information applies to your life in some way, shape, or form, if you choose to believe that it does. But don't like blindly follow it. You kind of have to interpret it because it's not just going to clearly tell you what's going on. Also, I don't know how to shuffle cards, so I'm just doing this awkwardly. Okay. I'm going to cut it there. And then how I do it, usually I ask people, I have them cut it, and then I put this on top, and then I'll count the number of cards that they want, just to further like add their energy into this reading. So I'm going to do 13 because 13 is what I always do. 13 is my lucky number, which is because it's an unlucky number. Also, my rings, I have labradorite pendant here. I think this is something. I think it's I don't know the name. This is a old Greek ring, and then that's the ring that I wear every day. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So these cards go, and we're going to do past, present, future. I meant to instruct you to think of a situation. It can't be a yes or no question. But I feel like if you clicked on this, usually you'll know how a tarot reading goes. It can't be a yes or no question. You have to think of a specific situation and ask a question about what to do for guidance, or where your life's going to be heading, or all those types of things. What your love life is like, or going to be like. Love life readings are super fun. My AirPods are dying, so hopefully we'll be good. So for the past, this is dedication, because they're all from Jane Austen books, the drawings, and these all are separate instruments, which it would be really hard to learn to play them all individually, but if you learn how to play all of them together, it shows that you're like dedicated to learning your craft and sort of piece of art. So in the past, you were super dedicated to something, or you wanted to be super dedicated, but something got in the way, but you really like tried your hardest to get everything done and like perfectly into completion. That's what I'm reading out of that. This Nine of Spades. It's this deck I think is really interesting because it's a mix of cartomancy and tarot. Nine of Spades. I believe this is Celebration, but let me check because I don't want to like just get it wrong. I'll check the last one too. Oh, preparation. My bad, not dedication. So you were preparing for something in the past. And I guess now it's coming to fruition. This is anxiety. Okay, so we have preparation. So you were previously preparing for something, whether that was this corona outbreak, or like to ask someone out, or to ask for a raise, or you were preparing to move on and move out of your house, or anything like that. But now you're feeling anxious, and especially everyone's feeling anxious in the present right now, because of corona and the outbreak, and no one knows what the future is going to be like and what's going to happen with schools and with the economy and with everything. Like it's really affecting everyone, and so you're feeling anxious right now about this specific situation, maybe because of corona, or maybe because you're just like unsure of how it's going to turn out. So you're anxious because you think it might turn out for the worst. And then the future is the Two of Diamonds, which diamonds in this deck are coins, which usually what I'm familiar with is spades are coins. But this deck has it set up differently, so they're going to do what they're going to do. This is adaptability. So this is saying that you, let me read the description. Charlotte makes the best of her choices in Pride and Prejudice by marrying Mr. Collins to avoid becoming a financial burden on her parents. So she's adapting to her surroundings for the best situation for everyone. So you are preparing for a situation right now, and you're anxious about what it's going to be like in the future, but you have to be able to adapt and change yourself to the most optimal situation so that it turns out the best for everyone involved. Like there's a way for it to work out, but you're going to have to change your viewpoint on it. That's what I interpret from that, at least. It's up to you. It's preparation, anxiety, and adaptability. So just think about that from the past, present, and future about your situation. So now we're going to do a pyramid. This can be about the same situation for further insight, or a different one if you want, but just think about it. Ask your question. Can't be yes or no because you're going to be really disappointed because you're going to get like one of the 8-ball, like, I don't know, ask again answers, or like maybe later, but it's not going to be yes or no. Actually, that's a lie. There are a few times where I've very much seen it be just like yes. But it's never for a good thing. It's always yes for like, are they going to break up with me, or like whatever. And then the tarot cards are just like, oh my gosh. The incense smells so good. It's still burning strong. Just cleansing the area with the incense while you ponder your question, letting the energy of Apollo surround you. Okay. I'm just gonna put the cards near it so that the cards, I think if they can more or less soak up some of the energy, it'd be really ideal and interesting. Now, I can't shuffle cards, but I feel like if the universe knows that I can't shuffle cards, it's going to get them in the right place. So I'm going to do 13 again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now I shouldn't ever be a dealer. Let's see. There's the Hermit, so you didn't get the Hermit, which is all about introspection and like looking within yourself and your own mind. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's see. Your ruling card is the Empress. The Empress has odd, like, sexual connotations to it, but it's all about passion. Um, it could be sexual, I don't know, whatever your situation you're dealing with, but it's all about passion and, like, deep feeling and emotion that's really, like, deep rooted and heartfelt. So you're definitely passionate about your situation. Also, all these cards are for interpretation, so I might be interpreting them differently than your deck has or than you do. But this is just what I think, so take what you will. The card in the second position was Judgment. I'm working top down because I think that is like order of, I don't want to say order of importance, but like order of where the information is coming from. Like I think that the 10th card at the top is the ruling card of the deck that like really gives insight into it. This is Judgment, the 10 of Spades, which in my experience, Judgment has an oddly religious connotation to it, similar to like Judgment Day. But a lot of it is your own decision of like creating boundaries and lines of like good and bad, and like it's all about I want to say perception, which perception is a different card in here. Perception is the Queen of Spades, but that's what I take it as, is that it's like creating boundaries for yourself. I can see what this deck says about Judgment. I know that it says something different than what I know it as. Awakening. It says that Judgment is all about awakening and like seeing new things. So either one, whichever one applies to you, or if you have your own definition, maybe that applies better. Oh, here we have Justice. So of this reading, all three cards have been major arcana so far. Now Justice, basically, I'm pretty sure just means what you think it does, but I've never pulled Justice before out of this whole deck, so I'm not sure what their interpretation is of it. Balance. It's very much a Libra card that everything. So if you're a Libra, this is your reading, because that'd be funny if it was your ruling card. Passion is super Aries, so everyone watching this is apparently Aries or a Libra. This is all about balance and like finding the right place for you between these two sides, whether that's by setting your boundaries or being awakened to a subject that you're very passionate about, or maybe someone else setting boundaries because your passion is getting in the way of whatever you're doing, and they're setting boundaries towards you, or while you're trying to find the balance of something, your passion like created some awakening. It's all up to interpretation for whatever applies to your situation. Your fourth card is Dedication, and the drawing is a girl playing archery because she doesn't like it's archery. You aren't going to be good at it the first time you do it, but if you keep working at it and keep doing it, then you're going to get really good at it, and it's going to be really impressive. So you just have to keep going and trying, and it's all about hard work. Now this is another card I've never pulled before, so we're going to see what this is. This is the Eight of Diamonds. Funnily enough, there are no hearts in this reading so far. Let's see, Eight of Diamonds is all about quality. Two people attend to the tasks of housework, taking pride in the fine details. So, quality, whether that's quality of your balance, quality of life, quality of whatever you're doing, and that's why it takes so much dedication and hard work. Maybe the quality is what makes you so passionate about it, is that your passion is going to lead to it being better quality because you're putting in hard work. I'm trying to think of how all your cards are connected. I'm sure you have a better idea than I do. I was trying to think of examples in case people haven't done this type of thing before. Gosh, this is a long video. It's 20 minutes already, and usually I get bored and do them for 10. Okay, I knew this card was going to be in here. I had a feeling. Your sixth card is death, which people always get freaked out about. It doesn't literally mean the concept of death. Death signifies the end of a cycle and something being completely done, whether that's a cycle of things being out of balance, whether that's the loaf of bread is going to expire in your kitchen, whether that's the cycle, like it could literally mean death because that's obviously like the end of a really important cycle. But usually it's just maybe you're leaving your job to get a new job and it's the end of that era, or you're moving, or you're getting your own place, not with your parents, or maybe you're going to college, or maybe it's the cycle of school ending normally for the rest of this year because of the virus. Like, I have no idea. Death is, it has a really bad connotation, but it's not actually that bad of a card. So here we have the Page of Spades, Jack of Spades, whatever you want to say. This is Hope. No, the Star is Hope. This is not the Star. The Star is one of the other Jacks. I swear, it's going to be Hope, and I'm going to be so upset. Caution. Okay, not the same. This is Caution. So be wary and cautious walking into your next cycle of life. Because I don't know, maybe you're going to struggle to find the balance because of your passion for something and how much hard work you've put into your whatever your last cycle was, whether it was your last relationship and your relationship just ended, and you're looking for like a better quality of life by yourself without like having to worry about someone else. I've never been in a relationship. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to like give insight on my part so that you're not completely left to interpret this by yourself in case you haven't done that before. Here we have the High Priestess, which the High Priestess is all about. Oh, wait, that's our first cup. We've had every other suit and element in this reading except for water, and here's water. The High Priestess is all about mystery, and it's a situation that is like shrouded and completely unfamiliar with everything. Like it's shrouded even from you, so no one around you and not even yourself is going to know, and that might be what's to come in the next cycle of life that you're entering into. No one knows exactly how it's going to turn out for you, or you don't know if you're going to like it as much. Here we have the Tower. By the way, Carol and Tuesday is the best anime that you will ever watch, and the best girl, Angela. Angela deserved better. Hashtag Angela deserved better. She made a song called The Tower, and The Tower is a wonderful song, and it has quickly become one of my favorite tarot cards because of the song, and I love Angela Carpenter. Thank you. The Tower is all about revelation, which is really interesting, right? Being right next to the High Priestess, which is all about mystery. So you have this weird duality, but contrast between clairvoyance and revelation from mystery and things that are shrouded within the unknown, which you're gonna get. What are they called? You're gonna get things that contradict each other because life contradicts itself all the time. The society that we live in makes no sense. And so you can't expect these answers to be clearly out there. And I should have put that as like a disclaimer in the beginning because a lot of people think that tarot cards are fake because the cards contradict each other. But nothing's shallow, like nothing's one-sided, especially when this reading is all about like passions and feelings and emotions and boundaries and the ends of cycles and things coming anew and mystery and revelation. Like it's all concepts that don't exist on like a surface level plane. So you can't expect like something might be mysterious on another level, but yeah, but that mystery, um, somehow like that, or the it coming into balance reveals something else, but then that revelation creates a new mystery. Like things happen. This isn't all gonna happen at one time, and it's not all saying something in the same exact area. Like this doesn't all apply to like your neighbor's dad's dog's cat. Like it doesn't. Not all 9 of these cards here are going to be about that. It's um, we still have one more to go, but it like something might be mysterious, but something else would get revealed. Like it's not um, that the mystery. It could be that the mystery is going to get revealed, but it. I have no idea. I'm not the universe. And then with the sun. Um, today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. So this ruling is ruled by Saturn, not the sun. But that's really funny because we got death, and that's what Saturn for the most part rules death and the ends of cycles, and um, because of the ring that signifies a cycle completed, which has over time come to do death. So it's interesting that we got the sun, and the sun isn't ruling over this reading, but we got the death card. Anyway, the sun is all about happiness, and the card says, it is well to have as many holds upon happiness as possible. It is well to have as, this is really hard to do backwards, many holds upon happiness as possible. ITIWHALDSWEASMANWHICHAPPINESS as ASBOSSIBLE, the sun, which is all about happiness and all these doors being open, which usually I feel like I usually see the sun when it's what's it called? It's the opposite of contradiction. Complement, when it's complementing a choices card, which is all about having all these different doors open, because the sun is all about seeing like all these different paths to happiness, and that happiness is coming, but it could be coming from different sources, not all from one place. Even though the sun is a centralized source of light, which is the light is the symbol of happiness. So, for your pyramid reading, you had the Empress, Queen of Spades, the Empress, Justice, you have the Scale, 2 weights, 8 of Spades, Justice, Judgment, this girl on a staircase, got some things here, there's a chair, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stairs, she's here, she's wearing a nice dress, 10 of Spades, Judgment, hard work, dedication, perseverance, this girl, doing archery, 7 of Diamonds, hard work, quality, there's 2 women doing housework, paying attention to the fine details and the quality of the work they're doing, 8 of Diamonds, quality, we have death, and it's this girl who just died. She kind of looks like an old man from when it's reversed. And she's coming to put the thing over her head. 4 of Spades. 4 of Spades in everything is super unlucky and has always signified death. In Hunter x Hunter, the anime, Hisoka, the villain, usually when someone dies, and it's from him, he leaves a 4 of spades to signify death and bad luck. So we have death, 4 of spades, death. We have, it's not anxiety, it's caution, Jack of spades, caution. I don't remember who this is, but she's a Jane Austen character. I think she's from Emma. Page of spades. Here we have the High Priestess. All about mystery. Things being hidden in the darkness. We have her here. Queen of Hearts. High Priestess. Here we have the Tower. Best song. Great song. Angela Deserved Better. Best character in Carol on Tuesday. I could create a whole video about how much I love Angela. The Tower. Six of clubs. We have her painted on the ground. Him. This is from Pride and Prejudice. And then we have the Tower in the back. The Tower. 6 of spades. All about revelation. And then finally we have the Sun, which is all about happiness. The Sun. 9 of clubs. The Sun. So that was your tarot reading. That was 2 for the price of 1. 32-minute video. Oh my gosh. Alright. So thank you for watching all this. If you have, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. This is the only ASMR video that I've actually tried on, which is weird. But I really appreciate it. It was a different experience than usual. So I'll see you later. Bye.